and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about series that I need to finish or catch up on. So in my last video, the end of year book tag, I kind of mentioned some like paranormal romances that I had to catch up on, and I figured I would do a video where I talked about like, I have 8 specific series that I am behind on or that I need to actually finish. So I thought I would make a whole video about it. I was searching through my Goodreads to find series that I stopped reading and that I need to continue, or series that I have finished but I haven't finished them yet. And I couldn't really like find a lot. I feel like really the only ones are like paranormal romances. Those are series that are really long and like they keep going. Whereas like normal romance contemporary, a lot of them can be companion books, so you don't have to read them all and stuff. So these are mainly like actual series. None of them are companion books or anything, except for one, which I'll talk about, but the rest are like actual long series that I have yet to continue or to finish. Yeah, so let's just get into the video. The first series that I have to catch up on and finish, I think it's a finished series now, I'm not exactly sure, and that is the Assassin series by Tony Aleo. Or I guess it's the Nashville Assassin series. This is a hockey romance series, and they're technically like companion books, I guess, but they are one big series, and I have read up to book 7. I have to read book 7, and there are like 16 books out, so I still have a ways to go in this series. I think I started reading this series like 2 years ago maybe. I don't know why I stopped reading it because I was really into it. I think it just, the books felt really long, and it is a big series, so I think I just stopped. So I would love to finish this one sometime soon. The next one I have to catch up on is the Immortals After Dark series by Kresley Cole. I am at Dreams of a Dark Warrior, which I think is book 10. And I do believe there are like 17 or 18 books out in this series. So I'm really close to catching up, but I'm still behind. This is also like all of these series I really enjoyed, so I don't know why I haven't continued, but this is one of them. This is a paranormal romance series, urban fantasy, I guess. I really enjoyed the series. It's one of my favorite paranormal romances, so I need to catch up on this ASAP. I own this one obviously, and I do own Lothair, which is book 11, so I can like binge these 2 next ones, but I don't know what's holding me back, but hopefully I'll read this one soon. The next series I have to catch up on is the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward. This is book 15. And I do believe there are 17 or 18 books out. I don't even have that many to catch up on. It's just like I actually need to read them. But I am also behind on the spin-off series, which is technically connected to the series, and you are supposed to read them in like publication date order, which I have been doing, but I'm behind on this one, so I'm also behind on the spin-off, which is the Black Dagger Legacy series. I think I'm on book 3. And there's, I think, 5 books out. So I'm behind. I need to catch up as soon as possible. I know exactly why I stopped reading the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. It was because I didn't like the direction that the series was going in at the moment. I think I had read The Beast and I gave it like 4 stars. It was really good, but I remember not completely loving it. And then I'd heard iffy things about this one from a friend that I really trust. It's really hard for me to continue series when like authors try to tear apart or like add extra conflict to couples who are already settled. Like I just really don't like that. I do need to continue this series so that I can like actually gather my thoughts, and like, because it has been a while. I mean, clearly this came out in like 2017. I read The Beast a year before that, so like 2016, so I definitely don't remember everything. Like I remember a good amount, I remember characters and all that and like major plot points, but what I'm trying to say is that I don't know why exactly I'm scared to read this book, because I don't really remember what I had issues with specifically. I just remember there was a couple that J.R. Ward was kind of writing poorly that I didn't like, and I was very hesitant to continue. So I actually just need to continue so that I can form a like better opinion and better thoughts about it. Regardless, I have this series to catch up on and the spin-off series as well. I know everybody loves the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. I mean, I love it too, especially the early on books I really, really loved. I do feel like it kind of went downhill a little bit for me. I need to catch up on this series ASAP. Another series that I need to continue is another paranormal. This is the last paranormal on this list, but it is the Lords of the Underworld series by Gina Showalter. This, I think, is book 3, and there are, I think, 14 or 15 books out, but this is a series I'm not really sure I even want to continue. I think I'm going to read this one, obviously, because I do own it, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I want to continue, because it is a long series, and I just feel like if I'm not totally loving it, then I don't feel like I should continue and waste my time, because like I'm only at book 3, so it's like I still have so many more books to get through, and clearly there wasn't anything that gripped me enough to keep reading like over 3 books. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue, but it is an unfinished series that I have that I'm undecided about, I guess. So we'll see. This is also, yeah, urban fantasy paranormal book. The next one that I have is the Stark Saga by Jay Kenner. I have read the first 3 books because this was like initially a trilogy. Now there's like 6 books out with like a bunch of novellas, and I remember really, really enjoying this series. And I think I just got behind, and then I didn't really know that the author was releasing more stories about Damien and Nikki, so I just kind of fell behind because I didn't really know she was releasing more content on them. I do own book 1, and I do want to reread the first 3 books before I continue. I don't know if all of them do follow Damien and Nikki. I know that Anchor Me does, which is technically book 4, and I'm pretty sure Lost With Me also follows them and Damien. But it also seems like there's a bunch of novellas as well. I'm kind of confused, so I definitely do want to reread the series and continue. This is a erotica romance. The next one is kind of a companion series as well, and that is the Driven series by Kay Bromberg. I actually do have Driven, but I'm too lazy to grab it. It's over there. I have read the first 3 books, and I've yet to continue. I know book 4 follows Riley and Colton as well, so I do want to read that one. And then book 5 to book 8 are spin-off books, so they're companion books. But I do really want to read them. I don't think they have any connection towards Riley and Colton, but I still want to read them in order. I would love to reread the rest of the Driven trilogy, initial trilogy. I've reread Driven, but I would love to reread Fueled and Crashed, and then finally read Aced, which is, I guess, technically the last book. But that's another series that I would love to continue and finish. And then I have 2 YA series that I also have to finish because the last books came out and I own the last books. I just have to read them. So the first one is The Complication by Suzanne Young. This is book 6 in the program series. I love this series, and I don't know why I haven't read the last book. I think because it's kind of big, and also this series is pretty emotionally heavy. I mean, it deals with mental illness and it is pretty heavy. So I think that's why I keep putting it off, because I know it's going to be an emotional roller coaster and I'm not exactly ready for that. It is also it's like 450 pages. It is kind of a big book, but hopefully I will finish it soon because I really do love this series. And the last one on my list is War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. This is the 4th book in the Red Queen series, and I did really, really love this series. I think the reason I haven't continued is because it's a massive book. It is 657 pages long. It's a massive book, and I just keep putting it off because it's too big and I'm too lazy to read it. But I would love to finally finish the series. This came out back in 2018, so it has been out for a while now. I hope that I can read this at some point so I can finally finish the series. So I'm pretty sure those were all of the series that I have yet to catch up on or finish. Let me know if you have any series that you need to finish or catch up on. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!